today. WKRP in Cincinnati. So we are live. I just said that.
All the way live.
All the way, not just half live, but actually.
Today is the anniversary.
Today is the anniversary. That's Jonathan. That's my husband. But he's driving right now, so we're not going to point the camera at him too much. But today is August the 22nd, which is a very important day, both for us personally and for Tudor history, for England, for Tudor England. He's getting emotional. Which is that today is the Battle of Bosworth, when an upstart called Henry Tudor, who was descended from supposedly Welsh royalty. There's a whole thing about the Tudors descended from Welsh royalty, and an illegitimate line of John of Gaunt became the King of England when he defeated Richard III at Bosworth Field near Leicester. And so we are talking about the Battle of Bosworth today because it is August 22nd, and I'm here with Jonathan. Yeah, that's my husband.
Was that the one with all the arrows?
Was that the one with all the arrows? No, that was Agincourt. I mean, that was the English during the 100 Years' War because they had the archers. So we're driving.
Not the 100 Years' War.
No, this wasn't the 100 Years' War. That was with France, dear. Yeah. So, but it's also an important day for us personally in our relationship. So I can always remember August 22nd being Bosworth because it's also the 20-year anniversary of our very first date. Me and Jonathan, the day we met.
Fun fact, I forgot my wallet and only realized as I was reaching to pay the bill at our first dinner.
Yeah, he did. And you pretended,
so
I
had to say, hey, how did we pay?
How should we do the bill?
And she said,
I was like,
I can pay.
I don't know, I got it.
Said,
it was like at a diner by my place. I was like, oh, I got it. And he was like, oh, okay, great. I'll get the next one.
I said good because I forgot my wallet.
Oh yeah, he said good because I forgot. So it is both the Battle of Bosworth and it's the anniversary of our first date. So we are going out, Jonathan and I. So I'm doing this really quick live while we're driving to a dinner date, and we are super classy, Jonathan and I. Only the finest for us. We're going to Rubio's to get fish tacos because we're a big fan of that. So Battle of Bosworth, we should talk a little bit about it, keep it Tudor. So the whole thing was Richard III, well, the whole thing was about like the Stanleys. William Stanley was the one who kind of tipped the battle in Henry's favor. He was married to Henry Tudor's mother, Margaret. Yeah, and Margaret Beaufort, Lady Margaret Beaufort. So for those of you who just joined, Jonathan's driving, and we're talking about the Battle of Bosworth. So Margaret Beaufort, who I love, I don't really love what historical fiction has done with her, the White Queen, making it look like she killed the Princess of the Tower, which she did not. I don't think she did anyway. So Lady Margaret Beaufort was married into the Stanley family. So Henry Tudor's stepfather was, there waiting. And the whole thing about the Stanleys was they were like masters at like kind of threading the needle. They would hedge their bets. And so they would sometimes support one side, but not the whole way. And then sometimes the other side, but not the whole way. And so it was this whole thing where you never knew exactly which way the Stanleys were going to fall down. And this one Stanley, William Stanley, his son was actually kept hostage by Richard III for the Battle of Bosworth because he was worried about whose side he was going to be on. So there's William Stanley. He shows up with his retainers and he's like waiting at the battlefield watching what's happening, and his son is being held hostage by Richard, and his stepson is the one fighting Richard. So he's caught in a little bit of a pickle, but he waited to see exactly what would happen. And the whole thing was Richard charged when Richard had the high ground, but he saw that Henry was vulnerable. He could actually see where Henry Tudor was, and he thought, I need to get down there and I need to kill him, and that'll just end the whole thing. And he made a charge when he probably shouldn't have made that that charge because he apparently gave up the high ground. Look, I'm not a military historian. Somebody's going to tell me something. Time Lord guy. Hi, Time Lord guy. Oh, and somebody said happy anniversary to you guys. Appreciate that, Cindy. So Time Lord guy was there for my last live I did. I said I was trying to do more of these, but and I feel really awkward doing them, but I'm trying to do more of them. So we're just doing this while we're on our way out to dinner right now because I suggested it and Jonathan said, yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
I'm here for it.
He's here for it. Yeah, Jonathan's here for it.
And for those tuning in, the Battle of Bosworth is different than the Battle of Agincourt.
We've established
totally
the battle,
things.
and that's also different than Crécy.
I don't know what that is.
That was also in the 100 Years' War. So there were all these there was this. You asked if that was the one with all the arrows. I mean, there were arrows, I'm sure, but
I just don't want to confuse the audience.
Confuse the audience with Agincourt and battles and stuff like that. So yeah, so Richard gave up the high ground and he charged to Henry, and that was when he was unhorsed. And then Shakespeare has you've heard of like My Kingdom for a Horse, right? That was Richard III. Supposedly, he fell off of his horse, and interestingly,
that's Battle of Bosworth.
That's Battle of Bosworth. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and you have heard because we've watched The Tudors. You're familiar with Charles Brandon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You remember who he is? Pop quiz. Which one was Charles Brandon?
I remember who Charles Brandon was.
Well, which one was he?
I mean, he was like his best buddy, and he was like
What did he do that was really sketch?
He like married someone, or like he was married to someone and ran off with someone else, or something like that.
I mean, actually, he did both of those things. But the one in particular, first he was married.
There's a motorcycle.
Everybody's pray for the motorcycle. Yeah, there's somebody down. Okay. We were doing okay. There's an accident.
Oh Jesus.
Ooh, that's not good. So Charles Brandon, he was married to one person, left her for her aunt because she had her money, and then the aunt died and he had all of her lands. Then he went back to the original person. Then he almost caused a diplomatic a diplomatic event because he was flirting too much with Margaret of Austria, and then like he took her ring, and that was like,
and then like he did something, and then like she couldn't get married to someone.
No, this is what you're thinking. Then was he married Henry's sister, Mary, who had been married to and in the Tudors they combined them into one sister.
Upset because he wanted to offer her up for someone.
Yeah, he wanted her to be like a diplomatic sort of situation. Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, that's Charles Brandon. But the reason why Charles Brandon was at court being Henry's best buddy was he was raised by Henry Tudor because his father had been Richard's standard bearer at Bosworth. And so and he died. He was standing next to Henry, and when Richard charged in that charge, and Richard was unhorsed, and he said, "My kingdom for a horse," and he like killed Charles Brandon's father, and so Henry Tudor kind of
then he like raised
his like for his loyalty and stuff like that.
Question. Is the field where Bosworth, yeah, was fought, is that the one that they were gonna like build on?
Yeah, they were gonna make like a racetrack. Yeah.
And what was that?
I'm not sure exactly. I mean, I think they just wanted. I don't know that. And I don't think it was going to be the whole thing. And then maybe somebody even might know the whole story. But I think they were. I don't know that it was going to be all over Bosworth, but there was going to be like a. Yeah, they could tell us in the comments if they know. But it was going to be like a corner of it was going to go across Bosworth. So yeah, it was interesting. And so then Richard III, I mean, the whole thing that's so interesting about Richard III just in the last 10 years is that we found his body in the car park, right, in Leicester. So yeah, Richard lost.
And he was under the number 3. Right?
He was under the third. Well, it was marked reserved, and it had an R over it, like to mark it reserved. Is what I think it was. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So yeah, so that happened today, August 22nd, Bosworth Field, and Time Lord guy has been to Agincourt. That's cool. Good for you. That's
and there's an
very
actor
cool.
from the 80s named Brian Bosworth, who was like a pro wrestler.
There's an actor from the 80s called Brian. Okay.
And he had a blonde, flat top.
Yeah.
And he was in like action movies, and he wore glasses, kind of like these.
Brian Bosworth. And so that's what you think of when you think of Bosworth Field?
And I think that was his name.
Okay.
And so, anyways.
Nice. Are you wearing your mom's sunglasses?
Yeah, I'm wearing her post. Like,
Her post cataract surgery
Yeah.
glove. Why are you wearing your mom's post
Because
glaucoma?
I lost mine and these ones work.
Okay.
So
I mean, it's a look.
I did not have eye surgery.
It's definitely a look. So the other thing for people who join late, the other thing that makes August 22nd special to us is that it is our anniversary of our first date.
20 years.
20 years today. 20 years ago, we were going out on our very first date right now. And so we're going out to dinner right now. We're in San Diego and we're going to Rubio's for fish tacos because we are nothing if not classy. We keep it super classy over here. So that's what we're doing. So we just thought we would do this really quick live and say hey and celebrate Bosworth Field. Are you doing anything to then that chain of office was given to Terrell's relationship. Exactly. And hello, Sabrina, to you. And yes, and that's the whole thing that they think maybe that shows, what was the story about the chain of office that was related to who killed the princes in the tower, because there was something about the will that said it was the chain of office that had belonged to the young Edward the Fifth or something. There was something in the news about that a couple of months ago that they showed that this chain of office somehow is supposed to show that it was really
It should have been
like why was it in Terrell's family or something, because he took it off of the body of the young prince in the tower or something. It was the Edward the Fifth. So anyway, that's supposedly that's the story. So what was I saying? Was I saying something?
I don't think so.
I don't think I was either. I was just saying hi to people.
We really appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for paying attention. It's a lot of fun to not talk to no one.
Yeah. We like to not talk to nobody. I mean, it's fun to talk to nobody too, but I mean, it's more fun to talk to somebody.
Well, I just mean all the people who watch your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, no, that's super fun.
It's really neat that she just doesn't. Sometimes I have a Twitch channel and I just talk to no one.
Yeah, Jonathan has a Twitch channel.
And this isn't a plug, but it's really neat to have this channel that Heather gets to talk to a bunch of people that know her and stuff.
And are into history.
Yeah, she was at a place one time and people were talking about her video and she's like, that was me.
No, that happened. That was the weirdest thing. I was at a conference and somebody was talking about how they watched this video on biphasic sleep in the Middle Ages. And I was like, hey, what video was that? And they were like, oh, is this it was this YouTube person? And I was like, yeah, what did they look like? And it was funny. I was like what? And it was totally out of context because it was a whole different deal. But I was like, yeah, so where did you watch this video? And they're like, oh, it was this YouTube video. It was this lady and she talks about history stuff. And I was like, yeah, what's her background like? Or what is she? And they're like, oh, she sits at her desk and she's got some green stuff behind. And I don't know, she's got a little table. I was like, yeah, what does she look like? And they're like, huh. She looked kind of like you. And I was like, that's weird. And so I was like, did it say hey, welcome to the YouTube channel for the Renaissance thing? And they're like, whoa. And it was the weirdest thing. I was like, anyway, so yeah, that was cool. And so, yeah, you need to watch Wolf Hall next. Yeah, you can say something.
I just want everyone to not worry. Heather does not normally talk like this. She's just very nervous and excited. So she does breathe in real life.
No. When I get excited, my friends used to tease me. Paul Bland used to tell me that I go into anaerobic respiration when I get really excited about stuff. And so those are better. Jonathan switched side, but those are still your mom's sunglasses. We're in his mom's car because we're visiting his mom right now. Well, yeah. So that's why it's not like you just normally go around with your mom's glaucoma sunglasses. No. Anyway, yeah. So we're in San Diego. There's palm trees out there. So we're
to all the people not in palm tree land.
Yeah, to all the people not in palm tree land.
We're enjoying it for you.
Yep, we sure are. And so, yeah, we just wanted to talk about Bosworth. And was there anything else? Oh, yeah, you need to watch Wolf Hall. So Jonathan actually started watching Wolf Hall. He started it, and it was too intense for you, wasn't it?
It's really intense.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It was, and I mean, you had I think in the very first 20 minutes, in the first episode, you had 6 pages of notes.
So many pages of questions.
Yeah.
It's so much more dense than the Tudors.
Well, of course, because the Tudors is like a soap opera.
Yeah. But oh crap.
Yeah.
Oh,
so your heart, even just thinking about it.
I don't even remember what happened. I just know how it made me feel. I could just start crying.
Oh, he's gonna start crying.
Do you like these ones?
Yeah. Jonathan starts to cry about. Jonathan's the sensitive one in our relationship.
I don't know how you guys can read about this stuff and not just like have your heart ripped out for all these people, and like Mary and Elizabeth. Oh,
which part of Mary and Elizabeth?
Like their mom, like it's like, I don't know, if my dad chopped my mom's head off,
right,
I might have some issues in life.
Yeah.
And the idea that they're gonna like rule like this like turbulently controlled, like constructed country and like bring it into a new world, like,
yeah,
oh,
it's something, isn't it?
it's really a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's real. Jonathan's having emotional. He did. For teacher, I'm too sensitive for the tutor stuff. Forever relieved that I didn't live back then. And yeah, fierce predator, I can't pronounce it. Fierce predator says it's complicated. I'm sorry, I just butchered that. Yeah, it is complicated. So anyway, sending all of our love to all of our tutor friends.
Yeah, thanks for
and
being
thanks
fans,
for
and
thanks
love
for
you.
watching the tutors, and thanks for being into tutor history and keeping tutor history alive and being supportive of tutor history and all of that stuff.
And you mean a lot to our families.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we
To our
talk.
family.
We talk all the time about the cool YouTube people
Yeah.
and how much we love our the YouTube people, because you guys leave really nice comments and
you're like nice people.
you're like really nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like social media in general seems to attract the comment sections tend to attract not nice people, but you guys are really nice people.
You guys are cool.
Yeah, we like you. So anyway, all right, we are literally outside of Rubio's. What's it say? Fresh Mexican Grill. Rubio's Fresh Mexican Grill. So we're going to go get ourselves some fish tacos to celebrate our 20-year anniversary of our first date, because again, we are super classy.
Battle of Bosworth.
Battle of Bosworth fish tacos.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Goodbye. Wait, how do I make it stop? I don't know how to. I'm just like, it's an end. Oh, yeah, right up here. See you guys. Bye.